What's up, guys? My name is Courtney Poston, and this is CP Sports Spot. On this account, you'll get it all. I'll be your weekly hotspot for all things sports. We'll cover scores, highlights, injuries, and of course, the latest gossip in the sports world. All coming at you 1 week at a time. For this week's update, I'm diving into NFL Week 4. The week started on Thursday when the Dolphins took on the Bengals at Paycor Stadium. Cincinnati won this game 27-15. With still no bye this early in the season, we were left with a pretty eventful NFL Sunday. 14 games took place, and let me tell ya, some of these matchups you definitely didn't want to miss. After a rough start with Josh McDaniels as their new head coach, the Raiders took down the Broncos with a 32-23 win, and the two teams battled it out in Las Vegas. The Raiders were able to capitalize on their home field advantage and celebrate their first win of the season. Tom Brady and his Buccaneers suffered a tough loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. The two teams played in Tampa, and the game ended in favor of the Chiefs, 41-31. This is the sixth time Mahomes has taken on his counterpart Tom Brady, with Kansas City winning. Mahomes is able to even out his career record against Brady, making it 3-3. The two men kept it positive and professional, shaking hands and embracing in a hug at the end of the game. In highlight clips, Mahomes can even be heard wishing Brady good luck. How cute. And of course, the talk of the town for Packers fans this week was a nail-biter of a game against the Patriots. The two teams were tied at 24 at the end of the fourth quarter, but Green Bay's very own Mason Crosby was able to put it away with a 31-yard field goal in overtime, winning the game 27-24. To make the game even more interesting, with Mac Jones and Brian Hoyer both out of the game dealing with injuries, Belichick had to resort to the only healthy quarterback on the roster, rookie Bailey Zappi, a fourth-round pick out of Western Kentucky. Headed over to the Pittsburgh versus the Jets game, rookie quarterback Kenny Pickett took over the QB role for Mitch Trubisky after halftime to try and compensate for a sluggish start on offense to begin the year. Pickett hung in there and gave the team the spark they were looking for, but ultimately it was not enough as they fell to the Jets 23-20. And lastly, for score recaps, on Monday night, the 49ers took down the Rams using their dominant defense. After struggling to hang on throughout the game, the Rams started to fall apart and tensions got high. So high that there was a confrontation on the sidelines between Tech McKinley and Justin Hollins, two members of the Rams defense. The two men were separated, and all in all, San Francisco beat Los Angeles 24-9. This week's injury report for the NFL just came out, and man is it rough. The Denver offense was already off to a tough start, and it's about to get worse. Unfortunately, star running back Javonte Williams is out for the rest of the season due to a pretty severe right knee injury that he suffered in the second half of Sunday's game against the Raiders. Williams was carted off the field, and after multiple tests, it was determined that he tore his ACL as well as his LCL and posterolateral corner. Yikes. Losing one of the team's key players is definitely going to be tough on the offense, and it will be very interesting to see how Wilson and the Broncos compensate for Williams' absence against the Colts on Thursday night. This injury is definitely going to cause some problems for the Mile High team. And now, super fast, I'll give you the rundown on other notable injuries. Jonathan Taylor suffered an ankle injury late in the game on Saturday, and it will keep him out against the 2-2 Broncos on Thursday. For head injuries, the Bucs' Cameron Brate was ruled out with a concussion, as well as Patriots' Brian Hoyer, Broncos' Aaron Patrick, Packers' Adrian Amos, and Bills' Isaiah McKenzie. Colts linebacker Shaquille Leonard is also suffering from a concussion due to a collision with a teammate. Buccaneers' Logan Ryan and Titans' Treylon Burks suffered foot injuries and did not return to their games either. Panthers safety Jeremy Chin messed up his hamstring and also did not return. Broncos' Randy Gregory is suffering from a knee injury and will need to undergo surgery. And lastly, the Bears' offensive line Cody Whitehair was also moved to the IR due to a knee injury. Before I let you go, let me fill you in on this week's gossip. It looks like Tom Brady's taken one ring out of his collection, his wedding ring. Brady and his wife Gisele Bündchen seem to be headed to the end zone after it is reported that both have filed for divorce lawyers. The two have been married since 2009, but it has previously been reported that the couple has been living separately for months. But I guess with lawyers now in the equation, there's no looking back, and it's assumed that the two have finally decided to call it quits. That's all for now. I'll be back here at the same time next Thursday with next week's sport update. With basketball preseason kicking off and the MLB heating up, and of course, NFL Week 5, it should be a good one. See y'all then.